We bring you the latest updates from the Pna Newsroom. Pope Francis extended his heartfelt condolences to the country and the family of the late President Fidel V. Ramos. In a letter shared by the Catholic Bishops' Conference of the Philippines, or CBCP, Pope Francis expressed his condolences and assurance of prayers for Ramos. Pope Francis also acknowledges the contributions of the late president in fostering the values of democracy, peace, and the rule of law. He also invokes the divine blessings of consolation and peace to his family. Ramos's cremated remains were inurned at Tilibingan ng mga Bayani in Taguig City this morning. President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. attended the funeral rites and turned over the Philippine flag, which was earlier draped on Ramos's casket, to the former First Lady Ming Ramos. Ramos is the country's 12th president. He was accorded a state funeral with full military honors. The war on drugs continues as the Philippine National Police seized over 904 million pesos worth of illegal drugs on the first month of President Bongbong Marcos's term. Data from the PNP showed that nearly 5,600 drug suspects were arrested during Oplan Tokhang activities from July 1 to 31. The PNP's biggest accomplishment so far is the confiscation of around 60 kilograms of shabu in Barangay San Felipe, San Fernando City, Pampanga on July 28. Interior Secretary Benhur Abalos Jr. said the Marcos administration would put greater focus on building up strong cases against illegal drug suspects. Newly appointed PNP Chief General Rodolfo Azurin Jr. added that the police force will also partner with other agencies to reduce the country's involvement in drug marketing and trafficking. The Department of Foreign Affairs, or DFA, will continue to implement Alert Level 1 for Filipinos in Israel. This came after Israel and the Palestinian militants signed a ceasefire agreement. In a statement, the DFA called on all involved parties to respect the ceasefire agreement. Meanwhile, the embassies in Tel Aviv and Amman are monitoring the security of the Filipinos living and working there. The DFA reminds Filipinos in the Gaza Strip to remain cautious and stay at home, and stay tuned to the advisories from the embassies. A high-ranking leader of the New People's Army and his two comrades have surrendered to the authorities after suffering from exhaustion. The Army's 6th Infantry Division in Sultan Kudarat identified the rebel leader as Danilo Englartera Jr., the NPA's East Daguma Front Secretary and a platoon commander. Englartera surrendered with his two comrades Angelo Galaan and Norma Dulonan. They said they chose to return to the folds of the law after getting tired from the military's sustained operations. Two more rebels, Samson Falol and Celso Malubay, also surrendered on the same day. The former rebels received cash assistance and food packs. And that is the latest from the Pna Newsroom. Stay tuned for more updates on the biggest stories throughout the day. I am William Theo. Good afternoon, everyone.